Yeah, hi guys, it's Peter back for part two of the Q&A answers. I'm coming from the living room this time because I'm going to read them off the computer. The other time I had my friend's phone, I was reading the questions because I use my phone to do the videos. So I'm going to answer some more. This could be the last part. I think I've got a few more questions in. Somebody's asked me some questions in another video, dropped it down in their comments. So I'll answer a few more, and I think that this could, I think I could get through the rest of them in this part. So here we go. The next question is from, where we are, where are we? A Fezzy Monkey, who is Ruben. Hi, Ruben. A great follower of mine and a good friend. So here's the question. I'm trying to get into Rush. What album would you recommend? Well, the first album that comes to mind is Moving Pictures. It's got a good cross-section of the material. You know, Tom Sawyer's on there, Red Barchetta. I couldn't think of a better album. That's the album I started with. And you know, Limelight's on there and all that, Vital Signs, you know, great songs on there. So I recommend definitely start with Moving Pictures, the album. There you go, Ruben. Next one is from Port Gas D Ace. What is your top 5 favorite bands? Well, funny you should ask that question because I plan to do a top 20 artists and bands of all time, and probably albums, maybe top 10 or 20 albums of all time. But I haven't really got into it because it's a very hard thing to take on. But I'll just give you 5 bands. I won't put them in order, and then I can do the top 20. So 5 that come to mind for me are The Doors. They're definitely up there. AC/DC, Kiss, Led Zeppelin, and we'll go Queen. And yeah, so I would say they will be my top 5. And others outside, I love Metallica, I like Pink Floyd. Yeah, but it could change. But I'll just go with those for today. I'll go with, as I said, The Doors, AC/DC, not in any order. Doors, AC/DC, Kiss, Led Zeppelin, and Queen. How's that? So thanks. That's a great question, actually. Next one is from Mr. Inferior, who I used to love his channel, but he disappeared for a long time. But I really missed his channel. It was awesome. Mr. Inferior. What do you think of Mr. Superior and Superior Views? Do you think he should come back again and take YouTube by storm again? Well, I definitely think he should. I mean, it was very entertaining, very informative. And I'd love to see you come back. I mean, I know it's been a while, but I really look forward to your your lists and everything. It was awesome. And you had a great personality on there. It was great. Definitely come back, Mr. Inferior. Okay, Richard Bain, what is your favorite Led Zeppelin song to put you in a better mood? Well, that's an easy one. In the Light from Physical Graffiti. Very uplifting, stretches out a bit. Yeah, it's just one of those songs. And in the lyrics, it's about, you know, just believe, you know, things can get you down and all this, but just believe and you'll be okay. So that is a fantastic song to get me now. And it's the first one that came to my mind, actually, In the Light from Physical Graffiti. Great video idea. What are some of your favorite movies? Oh, good question. That's from the big old bass drum. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I love Jack Nicholson. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I remember, that's an old movie. The Shining, I love. I loved him in The Last Detail. Chinatown, As Good as It Gets. Also love, I like Stanley Kubrick's movies. I like The Clockwork Orange, 2001 A Space Odyssey. Although I haven't seen many of his movies, I think he only made 13. I've seen 3 of them. The 3 that I like, I love. So that one, and the other movie, The Shining, of course, as I said. But yeah, I want to watch some more of his movies. He's a great director, very different. Not your like commercial sort of director who a million people see the movie, but one of those, thought-provoking directors, which I really like. And other movies, the King's Speech. I thought that was a good movie. I really like the what's it called? John Wick? John Wick video movies. Keanu Reeves. I like those movies. Good action. Many movies over the years. The Godfather. I liked. What's the other movie I was going to say? Shawshank Redemption, great movie. Many good movies. Yeah, so so I hope you gave me a good idea of what sort of movies I like. And the big old bass drum. Thanks for that question. Now, Landon Myers, who do you think is the most overrated band, and who do you think is the most underrated band? Well, I've never really been into Oasis, so they get a lot of credit. They get a lot of credit, and I just, one or two songs might be all right, but I just think they get too much credit. So that's the first one that came to mind, Oasis. I've never really been into them at all at any stage. So I reckon Oasis for sure. And who do you think is the most underrated band? Two bands come to mind for underrated. Cheap Trick and Thin Lizzy, but I'm going to go Thin Lizzy is the most underrated band. Great, should have been more successful. Great lyrics and songs with Phil Lynott, and great guitarists in that band as well. So Thin Lizzy is the answer there. Landon, so I hope you like that. Robert Sparling, a very good contributor to the channel as well. Which band have you seen perform live the most? Well, different configurations of the band. Kiss 6 times, I think. Alice Cooper 6 times, and then AC/DC 5 times. Also seen U2 4 times. So your answer is Kiss and Alice Cooper at the moment. Thanks for that great question. And there is a couple of other questions in another video. I just got to go back and have a look. Let me see. There's a couple of questions in here. Let me have a look. Oh, yeah, again from Ruben Fezzy Monkey. How often do you play CDs and vinyl? What do you do for work, and what genre of movies do you like? Well, I've answered a couple of them, but I'll do those first. So what work? Security, as I said, I'm like security guard, security officer. Genres of movies, suspense, crime, a lot of crime. I like horror as a good genre I like. So they're the ones I like. How often do you play CDs and vinyl? Well, I'm at work during the week. I mainly play vinyl on the weekends. I might put two on the Saturday or Sunday. I put a couple on, and then the next day. So vinyl maybe half a dozen records a week, maybe 6 records, something like that. And CDs, I haven't played much lately, but I want to put on my CDs. But I play a lot of music through the phone too, going to and from work with the headphones. And at night, when I'm sleeping, I watch videos and play music. But your question is, haven't played many CDs lately, mainly through the phone. And vinyl on the weekends, mainly Saturday and Sunday, I play half a dozen albums or so, just 2 or 3 one day. And then I go and do something else, come back the next day and play another 2 or 3, that sort of thing. That's a good question, actually. Yeah, from Ruben. And good question. Look, I'll tell you what it is for this question, but I'll tell you what the answer is. But I am going to do a video relating to this. Daryl Buzziol, is that how you pronounce your name? I'm sorry if I got it wrong. What is your all-time favorite album? Well, one that comes to mind, there's a few albums, but I'm going to go Back in Black AC/DC. But I am going to do a video about my top 10 favorite or top 20 favorite albums. But that had a big impact on me, and at the time, I remember I constantly played it as one of the most impactful. There have been other albums too, but I'll go Back in Black AC/DC. But I'm going to do a video on this, so that could change, but I'll just say Back in Black AC/DC. from 1980, of course. Now, there's one more question I have from a very good YouTuber friend. And here, I'll try and get it on here. One more question. Here it is. If I can find the question. Here, Richard McCook from Ireland, a great guy, a great channel, great knowledge, fantastic. Go watch him. I recommend. And he's a lovely guy too. So here's his question. Hi, Richard out there, mate. Having a good day. Hi, Peter. I'm a huge ABBA fan, referring to my guilty pleasure. I said ABBA in one of the questions. And I suggest you stick to their hits and not seek out their studio albums. Otherwise, you'll get obsessed with the group. Well, I've only heard one album way back in the day, and all I know is the hits. But he is right. They're a very addictive sort of band, you know, and I believe that it would happen. So I will seek some ABBA albums out. Thanks for that, Richard. That's very true. In fact, I've always claimed that they are the best pure pop group ever to grace the earth. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, just fantastic songs. Yeah. Can I throw another question into the mix for the next video, or am I too late? No, you're not too late. What are your thoughts on the 3 top glam rock bands from the UK? T-Rex, Slade, and The Sweet. And do you have much of their catalogue? Cheers, Richard. Well, I'll start with Slade. I like some of their songs, have nothing on them, but I do like some of their songs. Come on, feel the noise, Mama, we're all crazy now, and there's a few others. I have heard quite a few of their songs and really like them, and I should get something on them, and I plan to, because they're really excellent and very. Kiss were very influenced by them. Actually, there's a lot of Slade in what Kiss do. The Sweet. Excellent band, Fox on the Run. Haven't got any, but I remember them from the 70s in Australia. They had some big hits here, Fox on the Run, and a few other songs. They had a couple of big albums. And I haven't got nothing on them either, Richard. But the other band, I reckon is fantastic. Those 2 bands are good, but T-Rex is my favorite out of those. I have the Slider on vinyl. Love that. I love Metal Guru, one of the greatest pop songs for me. Slider's great. Electric Warrior, got that on vinyl as well. I've got a double CD best of. But I want to get more of the regular albums. So I've got 2 studio albums and their greatest hits. But I want to go like this Tanks. I know that's your favorite. I remember you talking about I have to get that album. Yeah, but I'm more familiar with T-Rex than the other 2. But I know the other 2's their hits. But T-Rex, Mark Bolan, I think is... he's bordering on like a genius artist, you know, for me anyhow. You know, I just love his stuff. Just something about him. He's got that star quality and all that. So yeah, that's how I feel about it. And so I plan on getting more T-Rex. And I know quite a bit of T-Rex. Those 2 big albums and the greatest. Double greatest hit CDs. So I've been into T-Rex for quite a while, but I need to get more of those albums. I think it's Dandy in the Underworld. There's a few. Bowl and Boogie, isn't it? Yeah, I know the albums, but I do plan on getting them. And the one you love is Tanks, of course. So there you go, Richard. And that's about it, I think, for the Q&A. I'll wrap it up. And it's been good doing the Q&A. And I've answered all your questions, and that wraps it up. And I will be doing some more videos. I've had a couple of requests for album reviews and classic. Where I decide which album's better. You know, drawing a blank for a minute there. So there you go, guys. Hope to see you again for the next video. Bye for now.